For the past few years now, I told myself I'll reach out to that production company, that producer, or that director when my portfolio is finally good enough. I just kept pushing it down the road because it was actually my self-doubt that was stopping me from putting myself out there. So this year I made a decision for myself. I told myself I'm done trying to blend in and do things the traditional way, and I want to take bold strides and I want to get on people's radars. This advice is as relevant to me as it is to you. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to actually reach out as a filmmaker the right way and not by sending a bunch of cold DMs that are just going to get left on read. So I think in order to stand out as a filmmaker in 2025, it's a lot more than just doing the work. There's going to be networking involved, and I feel like cold emails get lost very easily. So I printed these postcards and I'm going to send them out to a few production companies. And I actually got this idea from Jesse Seltzer on Instagram, and also I think Scott Peters did this as well, another YouTuber. Let's see if it actually works. Number one is to have a reel and a portfolio. Before you reach out to anyone, this is the very first essential step you should be taking as a filmmaker. Shooting some sort of passion project, spec, short documentary, whatever it is, you should have stuff in your portfolio. I get quite a few people that reach out to me through this YouTube channel and Instagram and stuff like that, and I do my best to try to reply to every single person. But the ones that stand out to me are the ones that have actually gone out and tried to create projects and are trying to, navigate the industry and stuff like that. So I think before you reach out to anyone, whether it's a producer, a director, or a production company, have at least 2 projects in your portfolio that are fully completed. That way they could see what your capabilities are, they could see where you're at in your career, and they can know sort of what you're reaching out to them for and what you're hoping to get out of it. I think your chances will greatly increase of getting a reply if you have work to show for. Number 2 is to personalize your messages, and I think most people can tell from a mile away if a message has just been copy and pasted and sent around to like 100 other people. You don't want to do that because that's going to show that you're unprofessional and you haven't done your homework on that person. So go the extra step to just do some research on the person. It's quality over quantity. You only need one person to have your career snowball, and it's way better to try to network with people that actually align with you. Most of these people talk anyways, and if they find out that you sent the same message to them, that's gonna give you a bad look, unfortunately. Try to position yourself in a way where you can give value back to that person. There's people that reach out to me and ask, hey, I'd love to come and PA or shoot behind the scenes on your film set. And there's a value exchange there because they're able to come out and learn, and they're also able to help out on my projects and shoot behind the scenes for me. But your chances of actually getting a reply or a meeting with somebody are more likely if you have some common ground with the person, if you have some work to show for, or if you have a mutual friend or something like that. And when you do your outreach, keep it concise, keep it short. Don't get into your life story and how you got into film and all that kind of stuff. Save that for when you actually go for coffee or a drink, whatever it is. People are busy and they probably get a ton of outreach, so just keep things tight. Number 3 is to think long term, and networking is so similar to dating. I think you could tell somebody's intentions right away from the first message and the first coffee meeting. And you could tell that some people are just trying to get down to business right away. And like a lot of us know, that's not how good relationships start, especially not business relationships. You want to find people that you can grow with and not just have a one-night stand. Like, you're not looking for a job, you're looking to build your network. You should be looking for a friendship first, if anything. That's how some of my best relationships in the film industry has formed, by us genuinely grabbing a coffee or a drink and shooting the shit, talking about our lives, talking about things outside of film. And then if we get to work together, cool, that's awesome. If not, that's totally fine as well. You should also know what your intentions are. Is it to simply get a coffee with them just to get to know them? Is it to get on their radar? Is it to ask for help or advice? Because as we all know, film jobs aren't posted online and just up for grabs like every other job. You have to be kind of ingrained in the culture. You have to be top of mind of people. You have to be friends with people, and you probably have to work with them as well in order for it to snowball. That's sort of the tricky part with film, and that's something I'm still trying to figure out, is finding a way to get in there. I still reach out to people all the time and I don't get replies sometimes, and I leave it at 1 or 2 messages and that's it. You don't want to send 3 or 4 messages to people because they're likely going to block you and flag you if they see your name come up. Number 4, how to stand out. So I recently did a big outreach to some production companies in Toronto to try to get on their radar. I did the old school route. I printed some of these postcards and wrote some handwritten letters to some executive producers. If you're wondering if it worked and I got a reply, it got me in the room with an executive producer, and he said my postcards stood out way more than just sending an Instagram message or a cold email. And even though my handwriting is absolutely terrible, look at this, you just gotta find a way to stand out, and don't steal this tip and this tactic because it works. But hopefully from there, this relationship can only flourish, and this is just the start of our conversations. We're gonna just keep the conversation going, and I'm not gonna get ahead of myself, of course. But he gave me some tips on how to improve my portfolio and my website and stuff like that, and to better position and package myself. This is just the year where I told myself I'm really gonna go for it, start posting on Instagram, doing things like these postcards and handwritten letters. If you made it this far in the video, honestly, thank you so much for watching. I want you to comment, Matt has a cat. That way I'll know you made it to this point in the video. Check out this one I have queued up here, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.